Well, would you look at this? Sunny, no. Sunny, stop. Man sentenced to prison for flashing WSU students, December 8th, 2023. This is a guy that I've been yelling about the whole time. Like this guy right here. That why haven't they looked at this guy? They let him go. They just literally slapped an ankle bracelet on him and let him go the first time. Or the first time. Well, one of the times. And then they let him out, right? And then he left Colville, I think, Colfax. That's where he was, and then it showed him no longer living there at one point. Sonny, stop. Sonny, stop it. You're gonna. Oh, my cat's like trying to stop. She's trying to claw on my my mannequin lady. You be good. You be good. Come here. Want to tweet? Come here. Want some of this? Want some of this? I don't know. Is that the cat, actually? There you go. There you go. Okay. So, I'm going to do this again. Man sentenced to prison for flashing WSU students, December 8th, 2023. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that this was done right now for a reason. Because I think this guy is, either he's, in my opinion, he's been around that area. He was flashing all the WSU girls, and he wasn't getting caught. He ended up, I think what they said at one of the reports, that he actually turned himself in, and they slapped an ankle bracelet on him and told him not to get the heck out of Pullman. And anyway, he lives in Colfax. And not too long ago, I had looked him up because I seriously have been screaming about this guy forever. And looked him up, and it showed that he had moved out. It showed a transport from an offender, a registered offender or whatever, to wherever his home was, and then it said that he no longer lived there. That was no longer his residence, that he was out of county or something like that. Anyway, this guy also is resident and has a business in Thurston County, where in that particular county he's got quite a few offenses. One of them for a child, I believe. Pretty sure. So a Colfax man was sentenced to prison for exposing himself to Washington State University students in sororities last spring. Jason Olin, his middle name is Carpenter. He has a business. He's got a builder's business, like a carpentry business. And so he goes by Jason Carpenter Olin. 46, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felony indecent exposure. Whitman County Superior Court Judge Gary Libby sentenced Olin to 13 months in prison and barred him from all WSU sororities. God. That right there sounds ridiculous. He should have been banned from even going on or near the campus, not just sororities. That is ridiculous. Oh, Sunny, she's in a way today. Olin's sentence was negotiated by the prosecutor's office and the defense. He received the standard range for his convictions. Yeah, but did they take into account all of his other convictions and the rap sheet that he's got? Apparently not. I see, even my cat says so. She wants out the door, and I don't want her out there right now. No, you can't go out there, honey. She's going to be hollering here in a minute. The case began in early March when Pullman police officers received multiple reports of a man appearing. God dang it. Stop. Stop it. All right, but I got to shut the door because I can't smell that. Okay, the case began early March when Pullman police officers received multiple reports of a man peering into sororities at WSU while exposing himself. Yeah. There was one report that I read where he was standing, like doing some shrubbery work or something, like or by like a shrub, where you know how that black tarp paper you put down so the weeds don't grow through it. Apparently he was like had that up around him and he was doing his thing, underneath it or whatever. And then there's another one where he was in a car, and another one where he's behind a dumpster, I believe. I mean, he got around. In 2 instances, Olin was seen looking into windows while visibly touching himself, according to court documents. In others, he was observed parked in front of houses on Greek Row, discernibly fondling himself. He was taken into custody after turning himself into the Pullman Police Department a few days after the incidents. Olin was charged with 2 counts of indecent exposure and 2 counts of voyeurism. Part of Libby's decision was based on Olin's lengthy criminal history. Then why didn't you give him more? Olin has multiple criminal offenses dating back to the mid-1990s. His convictions were crimes against another person, according to court documents. He was also convicted of second-degree felony child molestation in 2016, and he only got that much time. I can't comprehend that. That's just, I can't. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a respiratory illness going around that's affecting dogs, but there's also something else I read that that bird, what was that, Asian flu? Is that the bird virus or whatever that was? That what they got? Okay, I'm trying to think of it. Anyway, the cougars, the cats, the lynx cats and wild cats are getting it now. In I think where was the closest one? It wasn't Idaho, but it was one of the surrounded states, I believe. But I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on over there. Because, I mean, something's going on with the animals and with everything else over there. And now there's bats, or not bats, but squirrels that have rabies. And, they're going to Grittman Hospital to get taken care of. But this guy right here, man, I just seriously have a freaking weird feeling. Because you guys, this guy right here, he looks a lot like BK. He really does. I mean, he is about the same height, same color of hair, kind of the same facial structure. And it just, I don't know why, but from the very beginning, I was just, this guy was, he was on my brain all the time. I constantly was, talking about him. What about Jason Olin? What about Jason Olin? And also because, he was in the Thurston County area, which is, I'm familiar with. So here's my thing. Why are they doing this now? Because they actually let him out. And he had just a monitor on his ankle. So why now? Is it because he's actually, not in my opinion, just pure speculation. I'm just thinking out loud, talking out loud. Could it be that they don't want their tail between their legs and have to admit to what they did? That this is actually maybe the guy? Or one of them? I don't know. I mean, he could be involved in the other things around there too. I mean, he's been there for a few years. I'm glad he's going to prison. I'm glad that's happening, but for 13 months, that's just nuts. Anyway, I just can't even believe this. Okay, well, this just came up on when I was looking for the other stuff with that video I just posted about the guy standing over that woman with the knife at 3:30 in the morning, of course. Too many coincidences with that particular time. I'm wondering if that person maybe gets off work at that time or starts work probably just getting off work, I would think, because he wouldn't be going to work, because if he got all messed up when he was doing what he was doing, then he would have to worry about that. So it's probably he's getting off work about that time. So that's what they need to look for. Someone that works is that graveyard? To get off at around 3:30, or maybe possibly a bartender or a bar back, something like that. Could be possible. Or pretty much those would be the ones I would think they were. Could be a newspaper delivery person too. Anyway, just thinking out loud. Okay, well, I'd like to hear if you guys even know about Jason Olin. I don't know if any of you guys even know about him. I think you probably do. I mean, I've been screaming it long enough. I don't know if I've done a video on him, though. I might not have. I probably talked about him in one of mine, but... Okay, I'm done blabbing. I'm going to go look for the other one now. Okay, have a great day. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye.